Absolutely.
There you go. But the radical move is alienating some Democrats. Many are now abandoning the party to join the walk away movement. The group seeing a surge of more than 60,000 members in just under a month. Joining us now is former liberal Democrat and founder of the hashtag Walkaway campaign, Brandon Straka. Brandon, thank you so much for being on the show this morning.
Thank you for having me.
These are stunning numbers. You've been building a movement, but you've seen a huge surge in the last month. Why?
Well, because I think that people are feeling so pushed away. They're feeling so alienated by a party that they don't recognize anymore. Not to mention the fact that it seems that the party is actually catering to and answering to radicals who are out taking to America's streets, smashing windows, looting, committing acts of violence, committing acts of intimidation. And our Democrat politicians are then catering to this violent mob. And this is not what people want in this country. And so I think people who became liberals with the best of intentions are seeing now that there's an incredibly toxic atmosphere among the Democratic Party, among the ideology of liberalism. And it's not what they got in it for in the first place. I mean, that's what happened to me 3 years ago, but it's much worse today than it was 3 years ago even.
Brendan, it's such an important point. There's a big difference between a liberal and a leftist. And a liberal looks around and says, wait, well, here's some polling. 73% of Americans support the funding for police staying the same or increasing. I mean, this is not a mainstream idea. And they say, well, maybe my party has left me. And when you say an increase of membership, Brandon, I want to be clear about this. You're not just talking about people signing up on your email list. You vet every single person that comes into the walkaway movement to make sure they're sincere.
Absolutely. And it's actually more than 70,000 that have joined us within the last month. And of those 70,000, there was an additional 150 plus thousand that we did not allow in because we vetted them and they didn't actually meet our requirements for being a part of the movement. And these people come in and then they actually tell their stories too. So I want to make sure for anyone who doesn't know, if they go to Facebook and join the Walkaway campaign group, they'll see it's thousands and thousands of video and written testimonials from people telling their stories why they're walking away. And then, of course, last year in 2019, we became an official organization that traveled the country doing live events for the Black community, the Hispanic community, the LGBT community, and different various groups that are typically voting Democrat and that the Democrats kind of had that stranglehold on. This is what I want to do, is wake people up, get them thinking for themselves, and get them to walk away.
You're doing it, and sometimes the lunacy of the left helps you do it even faster, and that's what's happened over the last 6 weeks. You've got some rallies coming up, Brandon. So you're taking this movement and then taking it to the streets. Talk to us about it.
Right. Well, we're as you know and your viewers know, these are very difficult times. It's very hard to do live events now. But what we can do, as having First Amendment rights in the United States, is we can do outdoor rallies. And we've seen actually the liberal left and the liberal media prop up a lot of different groups who are out rallying for their own cause, saying that's fine to do that. So I feel like if it's good enough for Black Lives Matter, if it's good enough for Antifa, it's good enough for Walkaway. So we are creating these what we're calling Rescue America rallies around the country to show the radical left they don't own America's streets, they don't own America's communities, that we are going to stand up and fight for our country and we are going to push back. This is, I would say, the most authentic grassroots movement that you'll see right now happening in this country, because I wanted to step up and push back and fight back in the absence of any real leadership. I feel like on our side, people are just sort of allowing these people to intimidate, threaten, bully, and in certain cases even murder people during these riots and protests. So I really want to encourage the people out there to go to walkawaycampaign.com, find out how you can get involved. If you'd like to host a rally in your town, we will make that happen. Please donate to our cause, because this is a grassroots cause. We need all the people together. We need people to show up. This is so important. And as of right now, we have rallies coming in New Jersey, Sacramento, Baltimore. We're starting on July 22nd. We really want the American people to get involved in what we're doing. This is how we're going to stop the radical left from taking control of our country.
Brandon, what you're building is one of the most impressive things that I've seen. And I know you're going to be busy today because you still have 29,000 people you still need to vet to find out if they want to join. I mean, you have a backlog of interest that is a sincere reflection of people who still love the country and don't understand why the left wants to tear it down. Brandon Straka, God bless you. Thank you so much for your time, and keep us posted on these rallies.
Thank you, sir.
You got it.